Hello friends, this is Dr. John WorldPeace. It's looks like it's 12:59 a.m. Saturday morning, October the 6th, the day that the Senate is going to vote on Brett Kavanaugh to become the Supreme Court Justice. I want to speak specifically to the women Republican senators. There's 6 of them. Lisa Murkowski, Cindy Hyde-Smith, Joni Ernst, Deb Fisher, Susan Collins, Sherry Moore Capito. Lisa Murkowski has said she's not voting for Brett Kavanaugh. Excellent. The other 5 senators are. Ladies, these white guys in the Senate, especially in the Judicial Committee and all the rest, have contempt for you. Donald Trump has his Access Hollywood tape, completely demeaning women, bragging about demeaning women. A day or so ago, he said Al Franken was basically a wimp because he subordinated his office of senator to Democratic women's cry that he get out of the Senate. As far as I know, Al Franken is the only male who has apologized for his bad acts. Not Bill Cosby, not Donald Trump, certainly not Brett Kavanaugh. They didn't do it. These 5 Republican senators are in a position to advance equal right for women in America more than any other event in the history of America. And it will be a statement heard round the world. Donald Trump has his Access Hollywood tapes. He calls Al Franken a wimp. He attacks Dr. Ford, calls her a liar, and basically typical woman. Ladies, I'm a white Anglo-Saxon male with an accounting and law and political science degree. Ran my own business most of my life, most of my career. Raised in the South. I'm a part of that category. But I do not believe in the subordination of women. My mother worked. My grandmothers worked. My 2 ex-wives, 19 years each, worked. I believe that the greatest detriment to increasing the peace in the world human society is the fact that women are second-class citizens worldwide. It's got to stop. The other entities that are charged with creating and maintaining peace in the world are governments, politics, the law courts, politics, religion, in the courts of law. But through every single one of those, the subordination of women exists. It's got to stop. And we got 5 women here that can put the brakes on the subordination of women in America. Lisa Murkowski's already said she's going to vote against Brett Kavanaugh. We need these other 5 senators, female Republican senators. Female Republican senator is an oxymoron. There's a political party who has contempt for women. In addition to Donald Trump's stupid comments, we have Senator Grassley saying that, you know, we don't have any women on the Judicial Committee because it's really hard work. And you women are gobbling that up. You 5 female Republican senators are going to take that. The women's issue is more important than any issue on the Republican platform. The potential for change in America and the world is greater on this women's issue and the message, the messenger, I guess, would be Brett Kavanaugh, the messenger to the white male elitist in America, in government and business and religion and all the rest. Come on, the Catholic Church, the churches in general. But the Catholic Church doesn't allow female priests. How much more of an impediment to women's rights can you get? And let me say this: in a Christian Bible, right up there in the front, book 1, Genesis. Allegedly, God said women are second-class citizens because of Eve, and they need to follow what their husbands say. And the idiot Paul did a lot of good things, but the Apostle Paul was totally in favor of the subordination of women. And that part of the Bible needs to be chopped out. The part up front that says God subordinated all women needs to be cut and burned out. Jesus did not subordinate women. There's several references in the Bible that they were his biggest supporters, followed him everywhere, gave him money. I'm sure washed his clothes and did all the other stuff. Significant presence in the Christian ministry of Jesus Christ. That's the truth, but it's been twisted. Five Republican senator, female senators have a once in American history opportunity to put a major impediment in the continued subordination of women as second-class citizens in America. There is no Republican issue. There is no political issue greater in American democracy than the subordination of women as second-class citizens in America. And these 5 women this afternoon, Saturday, October the 6th, can vote no on Brett Kavanaugh. and send a clear message. Enough is enough. The hearings were a farce. The post-hearings were a farce. This is about Republicans controlling the Supreme Court, and the 15% of the wealthiest people in America continuing to run politics, transfer assets from the lower end of the social pyramid to the top. This is a bigger issue than that. This is 10 times bigger than the whole Republican philosophy. The subordination of women is one of the 4 greatest impediments to peace and world peace in America and the world. And a message can be sent. And if it was ordained that Brett Kavanaugh could be shut down and rejected, followed by a Democratic victory in November for the House and Senate, everything, the women's movements, and there's more than one, the Me Too, all of them, would take a giant leap forward. Get rid of Brett Kavanaugh, send the Republicans a message, send America a message. Send another message in November. And keep fighting until at least in every political body in the United States, there's at least a 50-50 representation of men and women. And then everything will change. The aggressive, predatory, male mindset will be throttled back, neutralized, with the women sitting next to them in every political body in the United States. But there'll never be a time, there's going to be continued movement of women climbing up the social ladder. But there's never going to be a chance like there is right now, today, with these 5 women, to put everything else aside and create a legacy for themselves that'll last a lifetime and beyond. That they loudly said no to the further subordination of women and second-class citizenship in the United States of America. The Emancipation Proclamation signed by 5 women, 6 women, one's already on board. No more. We're mad as hell, and we're not going to take it anymore. For Susan Collins to vote yes when Donald Trump has nothing but contempt for women is mind-boggling. The time is now. The event is now. I pray that these 5 women become heroes. I don't think they'll be martyrs, because I think they'll all be reelected, even if they change parties. Half of the population of the United States has got to support them to shake off the chains of subordination. These 5 women can do it. Okay, we'll see what happens. I'm Dr. John WorldPeace JD, Doctor of Jurisprudence. I am absolutely 100% behind all women's movement toward first-class citizenship. Thank you for your consideration. Let's hope for the best. Have a good evening.